we are each. Okay, why we share each? The share with joy, because each right is actually, you know, the EAC, each a cup, and then you always call it each a cup. That's why you call it each. Then it's the friendship is all there. Okay. So we'll talk about thoughts and conclusion here.
Okay, first we went. First here is the dragon kiln. Okay, in the dragon kiln we learned the art of shaping and forming clay objects. We also did some hands-on experience, which is not as easy as it looks. So we were able to make our own objects, which were not as perfect as we wanted them to be. We also learned about the different types of clay and different ways of shaping them. After that, we ventured into the dragon's kiln, which is the place where they fired the finished pottery. We learned the process of we learned the process of firing and painting the clay objects or structures. These are the hands-on pictures of what we did there. These are more pictures.
The Smart trip. These are the first few pictures that we are on board on the way there. The Semakau Island is the one and only landfill in Singapore, and it took 610 million to build up a place for us to dump our rubbish. On the Semakau trip, we learned that it's urgent for us to conserve our landfill space, as Semakau Island is expected to last only until 2045. And
so huge value of biodiversity means there's a lot of animals and insects which is confined in Singapore and other places. It's only one only species over there. So it's also promote us to have the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. So SCF thoughts, we learn about the importance of defending Singapore, as you know Singapore is only very small, and learn the means and way of doing it. So it's important for all different groups of working in Army Force to protect Singapore. Third generation Army Force will be interconnected to build our Singapore as a strong fortress. Yeah, next.
Okay, next is the cyber wellness talk. In the cyber wellness talk, we learn the responsibility of the individual act. Everything we post on the web is not private. Facebook is not as safe as we think we are. As Facebook, sometimes the people there can go into your profile and randomly take pictures
and you post on
the internet.
And you post on Facebook, it can't be deleted already. Yes, everyone can access to it.
So therefore, don't post what you don't intend to be or say.
the READ program by the National Library Board. Reading brings out about knowledge, and reading enables us to know the happening around the world. Knowledge is our power, and output comes after input. Many things resolved around the number 7.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about number 7. Yes. So I just say like number 7 actually is quite special, because actually you don't know about this, about 7. And then after we take the talk already, then you know that everything also belongs about 7. Like you have 7 holes on your face, then everything also be 7. Like your flu, right, within 7 days also can be healed naturally within 7 days. Yeah. Major organ, right, you also have 7 major organs. That's why you got wrong number 7. So the motivation talk by the IT lecturer, which is the, I think it's admin, and CEO of IT and external speaker. Then what we learn to summarize, right, is perseverance is the most important. Learn to endure challenge, and you can try if you try. But if you don't try, then yeah, it's your own.
Next is the motivation and self-esteem workshop. In the motivation and self-esteem workshop, we learn to develop a positive attitude to everything that happens, and to never look down on ourselves. We also learn to not let others' opinions affect our confidence, as we do things for our own and not for others. Perseverance is always key in everything we do.
Build a win-win relationship. In this thing, we learn that politics are never orders, and trust is always very important to us.
Trust takes years to earn, but seconds to destroy.
Let's say in class, you can see, yeah. Let's say in class. So actually, this is not my sequence, but I summarize out. Writing skill, actually you learn about records, which is R stands for role, A stands for audience, P purpose, C content, O for outcome, hence and structure. Yeah, this actually is very important for us when we do our writing. Yeah. So there are also different types of writing styles that we learn after the thing. That we learn watercolorist, oil painter, architect, bricklayer, and sketcher. Actually, all these are meant for different type of writing style. Yeah, like everyone got different styles. Next.
Because we also learn the 5W and 1H, which is who, what, when, where, why, and how. There's some practices that we have done is in forms of worksheets or some other activities. First, we have practice in simplifying sentences and paragraphs, which is by where the teacher gave us a worksheet of complex sentences and we have to shorten the sentences to simpler. Calculating your fork index. Calculating fork index is by the teacher asked us to write a sort of an essay of around 200 words, and then we have to count how many words are there, and then count how many words that have 3 syllables. Okay, next is the memo. Okay, in the memo is all about writing a sort of a simplified version of a long essay. The memo is just to tell the reader what do you intend to want them to do. Okay, while we are on the topic of the memo, we did the memo analysis and the memo challenge. Okay, the memo analysis is just rewriting the. Okay, teacher gave us a worksheet of a memo and we have to go and correct the memo. Okay, the memo challenge is whereby the teachers gave us a scenario and we have to give the teacher a memo on that scenario. Okay, the reverse memo challenge is we have to write a reply to that memo that we have written in the earlier stage. Okay. Okay. Next is the letter, which the teacher just gave us some guidelines and tips. The letter analysis, which is just to rewrite the letters that was on the worksheet. Email and the email challenge.
What is memo? It is typically used for communication within a company, between colleagues or supervisor. It must be formal and professional, and informing a reader to do or take note of something that's important.
So I'm going to brush on that part. Actually, memos, right, is quite important in our life. That we like, it's like a small little note that you need to pass to someone important or to do something. And it must be very simplified, and it can't be like too fantasy that people need to take very long to read. And it must have a perfect detail inside to do the exact task. Yeah. So reading skill, we do speed reading, which is the needs of comprehension skills and vocabulary. And you learn about tips to better reading. Yeah. And reading speed text, awareness practice, backwards reading, needs better reading, We also TSQ5R, which you learn about when reading, right, you know about purpose, survey, question, read selectively, decide, reflect, and review. Case study will also put into a lesson whereby we learn about situation and study about it.
Listening skills, hearing, understanding, then to judge. Active listening, be ready to listen, be ready to take notes. Show you are listening, ask questions, and restate what the person is trying to tell you. Verbal or non-verbal communication and barriers to communication by personal or physical.
Okay, below at the last one you write barriers to communication, personal and physical. Okay, that one is through body language, practice in interpreting body language, and okay, just these two first. Okay, the body language one is, okay, body language teaches us how to read a person's body. When a person is trying to talk or say something, we are able to tell through body language is eye contact, nodding, leaning forward, any movement that the body makes. We are able to tell if the person is either lying or telling the truth, or nervous, or other emotions. We have had practice in interpreting body language, which is by the teacher give us some slides and pictures about the various movements of the body, and he asked us to try to interpret the body language. Okay, the lost at sea exercise is teamwork decision making. The teacher gave us a scenario of a person or a group which is lost at sea, and then we had to try to, what's that word? Yeah, we had to try to rank the
Different
tips of survivals in from the most important to the least important.
The items to keep you survive. So before I say thank you, right? We are right about the skills taught by our lecturer. It's actually quite meaningful for our life, where we can, because it's only a 3 months course, right? Yeah, then after you learn these skills, right, it also can be very useful when you go out to work, as how you write, and how you listen, and how you read. It also can be useful to our life. So we thank our lecturer.